Final topic.
Yeah.
As always, comes from you, the community. You go over it. Yeah,
Is he okay?
Portillo's been a gift machine this entire podcast. I can't wait to see them all. I mean, yeah, he's just being stupid. He's doing that thing where he's like, I'm thirsty, but I won't go drink. So I'm going to lick my chops nonstop.
So
As always, the final topic comes from you guys over at kindafunny.com/forums. You go there, you post your topic. Amy takes care of you.
She's a good
Joey
lady.
Noel takes care of you. Everybody's over there doing it. Lindsay's there taking care of you. First one comes from Patty Pinkman. He says, if you have to live out the rest of your life as a computer game character, living as them in their world, who would you choose to be?
Cirilla.
Corella DeVille?
Cirilla. Siri.
From The Witcher. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because she's fucking badass. She's the lady of space and time.
Okay.
She's got wicked ass powers. And that, I mean, let me clarify on one of the good endings is what I would
That's the
live
problem.
as
You don't know
her.
which ending you're getting either.
You don't know.
The one that I got. I'm going to go
Okay.
based on the one that I got. I
Okay.
would totally be her forever because she's got the coolest powers I've ever heard of.
Sure.
And she's like basically trained to be a ninja kind of, with the Witcher power, like Witcher training. So like nothing will kill you really. Like you will just go about your life enjoying everything and just being awesome. Because there's a lot of like really shitty worlds.
Yeah. No, that's what I was going to say. My initial thought was Mario because I was like, oh, he's going to be relevant forever. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
You have to jump
on
your
a
entire
daily
life.
basis. That man goes through fucking hell and just
He gets the
terrifying things are
He
thrown at
gets
him.
the
all
princess
time.
back, and then the next week she's kidnapped
God,
again.
and like
There's fucking
dude, he's
weird ass mushrooms with teeth
giant
coming after
mushroom
him.
with teeth, big like you walk over a pipe that you're supposed to fix, and something just comes out and fucking eats you. No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks. I think maybe I would strive for something a little bit more simplified on that one. I don't know, Greg. What would yours be?
See, this is a tough one. You go around on. I think that, I mean, like, these aren't my picks. I have a pick.
Okay.
It's not going to be who you think I bet. But you're like, oh, Cole from Infamous. That'd be cool. Have electricity powers, all these cool things. It doesn't end well for him.
Yeah.
Spoilers, he's dead. This was covered before Second Son. So I was like, Nathan Drake. But again, he can't keep it together with Elena.
Right.
Not to mention he kills 15,000 people.
Right.
Yeah, but he's so good.
This is
looking.
it took me I was like sat there because I read through a couple of them and I was like there's the point of the video game story is that there's struggle.
Conflict. There's conflict for everybody.
So that's why I picked Siri because she's awesome.
And you know who I'm picking because I think it's the right balance of strife and pleasure. You from Persona 4. Just be your character from Persona 4. You get a great family.
Yeah.
You get Nanako.
That's actually a really good
Nanako's
one.
going to be there. I'm big bro to her.
Ooh,
That's
you
I
can
love
bang
her.
Rise.
She's a character I love. That's the thing. Rise is all up on your jock. And the game, of course, Nick, I know you'll never play the 90 hours yet. But just imagine if Taylor Swift was like, I'm done being Taylor Swift. I'm going back to high school. She's high school age. I'm going back to high school, and she's infatuated with you.
Yeah.
That's
it's like
Rise.
the greatest thing of all time.
Her dungeon's a strip club. Her dungeon's a strip club.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I was a Chie guy, so maybe I'd go.
dumb.
Well, you know what? Again, I knew I wasn't
just
gonna
kidding. I love you,
bang
Aaron.
out with anybody. So I'm
But
just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
But I have cool powers in the Shadow World. I have slick dance moves in Persona 4 dancing
And
all night.
everybody, that's a good one too, because like literally everyone likes you.
Everyone likes
Everybody
you.
wants to be your friend.
I get to live in Japan.
Yeah.
I get to live in Inaba, and then I also get to go back and hang out in Tokyo, where I'm real from with my dumb parents who never show up and say anything. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, they suck.
He's got a good life.
He does.
Yosuke, I got Tede,
Suck.
Yeah.
Kanji. I got the whole. I mean, it's a great support system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
actually a really good one.
That's a good one.
I'd also, if I guess I could. This is a cheat, but I'd also be Taylor Swift from DC Universe Online.
That's a total cheat.
It's a total cheat,
That's
but
a
I'm putting
total
out
cheat.
there. That's my character.
I feel like it's hard because all the games I play, the character has to go through hell. Like, I'm like, oh, let's think of the top characters, right? I'm like, oh, Master Chief, no.
Oh God, no! Jesus.
God, no.
Hell
Fighting
no.
an interstellar battle.
Never take your helmet off.
Yeah, you got to pee in a
You're in
fucking
love with
suit
the
your
virtual
entire life.
reality person.
Yeah,
It's not
you
really.
can't touch her, you can't feel her, she can't feel you.
Unless it's like her. You
She's
ever
got
watch
blue
her?
balls.
Yeah, but even then, there's like never.
Master Chief has the biggest blue balls.
Is he sterile? Is that part of the chief
I
program?
don't actually know.
Okay,
I don't know.
just checking.
Thinking that, I'm like, would I want to be Batman from any of the Batman
No,
games?
you
that
do
come
not
out? I'm
wanna
like,
be Batman
no,
at
it's
all.
terrible.
God, no.
Especially the Arkham games are just so twisted.
And
It's
like,
yeah.
it's like the worst nights of your life.
Yep.
They're just
Over and over again.
fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much the worst. Yeah, the last one was the worst night of your life.
Yeah.
Now speaking of that,
Yeah.
you don't have a definitive
No, I don't
answer.
really
right?
have
We're just
one,
gonna keep
no.
debating. So no.
Okay.
Epic Wolf came to kindafunny.com/forums and says, "Hey guys, first time and first post on this forum. Congratulations. Thank you, Epic
thank
Wolf. My question is this. I am a huge Superman fan. I like Superman more than Batman, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like me and will pick Superman over Batman. We are a dwindling number, I'll let you know, but I'm with you so far. However, for some strange reasons, no developers in the history of gaming can create a good Superman game. Why is that? And will there ever be a good Superman game in the future? Thank you.
Superman's boring.
You're
in the
boring.
sense, no.
Don't make
Hear
me
out.
fucking hit you.
Because Superman is boring because he's so powerful. And I felt this way even when I was watching the animated series.
Yeah.
The Justice League animated series. And I was like, this is stupid. Like, these fight scenes are stupid. Superman could just murder all of you in 20 seconds. And instead, you have to drag it out because the episode needs to be a certain amount of time, so they have to, like, talk, oh, I'm Superman, well, I'm going to try to reason with you.
Batman
and
talks
then,
too.
But I know, but I'm just saying, like, anytime Superman's in a fight, I rolled my eyes. Because I was like, you could just take them out in the blink of an eye, and then there's no risk. So, like, literally the only thing Superman is vulnerable to is kryptonite. So the game would just have, somebody would have to be running around with a bunch of tiny little pieces of kryptonite for you to feel any sort of threat in a Superman game. Whereas Batman, you are a human. You can get shot. You can get killed. You don't really have any powers. You have some, like, really cool gadgets, but...
For sure, Batman lends himself better.
It's more
he's easy.
interesting gameplay-wise, whereas gameplay-wise for Superman... Flying would be really cool.
I feel like that's what I was gonna say. Like, Greg, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for you. One day you'll unleash the world your idea for the ideal
We need to make
Superman.
that video still because I have a whole thing laid out on how
you told me that, and I was like, that sounds like a really fun game. My only concern is that, like, I don't think the tech's available yet.
Oh, it's there.
No, it's there.
To make a Superman game like it should be made.
Now flying has got, like, I feel like you can do flying now. Whereas before, I think you were playing, what was it, N64?
Oh God, yeah. It's,
like, it's
Super
garbage.
64 is
but
horrible.
They've got things like Infamous where you're basically flying. You've got the hover thing, so they can do it now.
But even that, I mean, like, the problem with Superman is the fact is that you need to explain to the audience how powerful he is. In the animated series, the original, the Adventures of Superman animated series that led into the Justice League, like, I remember them being very clear that he could theoretically be killed by conventional weapons. Like, a tank's gonna hit him and he's gonna go down, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna just stand there and take everything. But then, exactly. As it goes further and further, that gets lost. It gets buried. The lead gets buried, and he is just destroying everything.
I feel I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it'd be like if there was anything with soldiers or real people, it would make zero sense. Because you're just like paper people, you're just laser.
But that's playing into my game that I've pitched to Nick and the guys, and I think maybe you were just talked about here or there. No, okay.
You never told me this great idea.
I don't. Well, I know you'll steal it.
He told it lied to me, but it took. To be fair, it took about 45 minutes longer than it should because I'm like, wait, stop, go back. What is that?
Like, that's the whole thing.
And he's like, oh, it's based on this thing.
Just don't play around with the humans. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to do that.
Well, no, but I think the key aspect of what you were talking about was that in any good story, there has to be constraints. There has to be rules, right? You cannot have, like, if you look at bad movies, especially bad superhero movies, are the ones where the constraints of the world aren't very well defined and set up.
Yeah.
And so that when the character does something that you haven't really said he can or can't do, you feel cheated as an audience member. And it's the same with games where. Same with Superman specifically, is that we have to know what his limitations are. He has to have limitations. They don't have to be human limitations that he gets shot by a bullet, he dies. But we do have to know what his threshold is so that we can then bring a villain in that has a slightly higher threshold for that to be something what you're talking about, which is there has to be consequences and there has to be something at stake. Mm-hmm. He has to have skin in the game, and if he doesn't, if he can't be killed ever, then what's the point?
Like,
who cares?
What is this?
Yeah.
But I think Greg has taken care of that fairly well.
I look forward to hearing
video
this
soon.
later.
And when I say soon, I don't mean anytime soon.
Soon TM.
Maybe by the end of the year. Maybe by the end of the year.
Sure.
We're not going any more places, really.
No. We're staying home for the most part.
Hello, Porty.
Porty looks like he's growing out of your armpit right now.
He is. He's growing out of my wiener's gone rogue. Look at him. He just doesn't know what to do. He's like, he's trying to fight it, and now he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back down exactly where I was.
Getting too skinny.
He's not getting too skinny. Philip Morsden writes in and says, do you think we will ever see remastered versions of the previous Mass Effect games prior to the launch of the next one, like we see with the Uncharted games?
I don't think you see prior to the launch. But maybe.
I think I'm surprised we haven't. Remember, these listings always get kicked up every so often that there's like the Mass Effect collection or whatever and there's different things. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be for this holiday. That was one of my E3 predictions. That you would have timed your
When's Andromeda supposed to come out?
Huh?
When's Andromeda supposed to come out?
2016?
Yeah, I think it's next
fall
2016.
Wouldn't be
so that could
surprising,
easily slip.
Yeah. They've been working on the game for forever, it feels like.
Sure, but I mean, they want it to be good. They want it to be perfect.
No,
right?
I'm take your time. But it's just funny to me how it seems like there's a new tease like every year at E3, and it's like the tiniest little thing.
Yeah.
Like, this year it was pretty much I mean, there was a CG trailer, and then the name was the reveal. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's been a while since Mass Effect 3, though, right? Hasn't it been like 4 years?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. I would actually go back. I would love to go back and actually play Mass Effect 3, but I doubt that I will. I'll probably just go straight into Andromeda. Again, it's for me, I'm like, I'll just read the story and read some blogs on how it ended and just go
Wikipedia?
into it. Read
Get that Wikipedia.
Yeah.
No, I would totally be. Maybe not now. It's like when we were making E3 predictions, I was like, fuck yeah, I'd love to have those games. And now that there's just so much stuff coming out.
You think we'll see
And then
something about it next year?
Well,
if we're going to see it, we'd have to, yeah. But I don't know. I don't want to put it past them. But then again, now backwards compatibility.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I wonder how much backwards compatibility is going to affect what developers choose to spend their money on, because it takes time. It doesn't take as much time, but you do still have to port all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't feel like there's going to be that audience for it because they can just put the disc in that they already have into their Xbox and then unlock it for free.
I think people would. I think Mass Effect's big enough so that people would actually consider buying an up-res version of that game, though,
sure.
like a Legacy Collection or a Collection Series. I think people would buy it just for nostalgia factor too, just to see what it looks like it runs on the new console.
Right.
Was it Xbox exclusive? Mass Effect.
Well, number one was.
First one was. It's not anymore. Like, they had a collection on PS3.
All right. So you still have all the PS4.
It was published
audience.
by Microsoft.
They had a collection with 1 on it?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
Or Mass Effect 1 has released on PlayStation.
Okay.
I can't remember in what form. If it was
interesting.
single or in a bundle.
Single or bundle.
Single or bundle. Next
Guys.
question.
Yeah.
No, that's it. We're stopping.
Oh.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to insert a mid-roll because this was brought to you by a new sponsor. A new challenger is approaching. If Kevin was editing this episode and not me because he's sick, I'd make him put in like the new challenger text, from what's the game? Smash Brothers. Gotcha.
I don't know fighting games.
I was gonna say Capcom, like Marvel vs. Capcom. A new fighter has entered the ring.
And it's DraftKings.com.
There you
Your
go.
season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action, but you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's a lot of money, Christine.
That is a lot of money. Can we get it?
What?
Can we get it?
I know. I'm terrible. Are you good at fantasy football?
No.
I am awful. I guess I usually draft well, but then fall out of it by week 3. So honestly, maybe I could. Maybe I could compete in this one. Huh.
Try it.
Now you got me questioning. Now, Nick, you're a legal guy. Can I compete in something if somebody sponsors me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
About the contest.
Oh, you're okay with it?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
All right, DraftKings.com. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. 1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play when you want, where you want, with the players you want. See, I said when you want first, but it really said where you want first. Then I had to do it all in my head. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use the promo code KindaFunny to play for free for a shot at the part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Kinda Funny for the free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. God bless Expedia. Remember them?
Yeah.
They did that. They introduced that. Those were the days.
Did you ever think that when you heard that the first couple times that .com that you would stick with you forever?
No. I also the
Like
first
10 years later.
instant recognition. I was like, what was it? And you're like, God bless Expedia. I'm like, that's right.
I never thought the first time I saw the Fandango sing-along commercial in a movie theater that'd be, "We got your movie tickets.
Nope.
We are Fandango."
Yeah. I liked the.
Did you go to the movies enough?
Apparently not.
Oh yeah, no. Fandango is one of those properties, one of those sites where I'm like, this is gonna die, and it hasn't.
No,
And
I use it all the time.
I
Yeah.
know. It's true.
We use it.
So there you go.
So
Go to
weird. We use it-
DraftKings because they give us money, and Fandango because we like it a lot.
No, go to DraftKings. I don't know. No, I think you probably could. By the way, I think what you're asking was if you work for DraftKings,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to compete. Probably, but
Sure,
you
but
probably,
me,
you
I
can-
could.
This is just
you can
an
probably use their
ad,
service.
so
I don't
yeah.
think you can do. I don't think if you work at a company, you're allowed to compete in like a sweepstakes that they're having
Correct.
because you could then fix it. But DraftKings, from what I understand, is it's. I mean, it's
Could they
just
fix
like
it
anything
for
else.
me though?
I mean, I'm sure if we found someone at DraftKings, they might be
And
able
we
to. But
held them hostage.
that would probably be like a federal offense, so they probably wouldn't be
Well, I don't agree
inclined
with
to
that.
do it.
That's why we have to hold them hostage.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Like
That seems
with a
that
gun or
seems
with
like
our,
a
with
real
our
crime.
sexuality.
See, that's a
No,
real crime.
It's fine as long as
Hold
nobody
them
finds
hostage
out.
with our sexuality.
Yeah, like what?
All right.
Check this out, Greg.
Yeah.
Don't leave. There's so much to do. Greg, your thighs, they look so tight.
Tweet.
I want to touch them thoroughly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's again the Kind of Funny Gamescast episode 35, the first and last ever. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Remember, you can get this episode and every other episode early over at patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. We post them each and every Friday. But if you don't got no bucks to toss our way, don't worry about it. Head over to youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. It's so weird. Just a little switch of the Game Over Greggy show verbiage for this. I can't do it.
You're doing great though.
Thank you.
You're doing better than Tim does normally.
Thank
Tim's
you
done
very
like
much.
34 of these.
youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Each and every day we post a topic by topic, day by day, until we post the entire show there and on podcast services around the world. Nick, thank you for not getting sick.
No,
This would have been
guys,
weird without you.
Thanks
Christine.
for including me. I'm always happy to talk.
Thanks for
games.
getting everyone sick.
Thanks for getting everyone sick and coming over. Everybody go visit you, StimerSays.com.
YouTube.com/Timer.
Yeah, but Stimer Says links to everything.
I know, but they don't. When people watch the YouTube videos on a site, they're less. You don't really click subscribe there. You know?
That's a good point. Okay, I take it back.
It's fair enough.
Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Here we go. What?
Dying in your arms.
Dude, I can't even get mad when you start. You know what I mean? It
a
must
good
have been
song.
something you said. I should have walked away. I see. I jumped to the good
Yeah,
part.
you did.